Earlier, before, we were talking about the brouhaha that is being raised regarding the potential for socialized medicine. And the United States is about the only nation, the only industrialized nation that doesn't have socialized medicine. And our non-socialized medicine was sold to us with dire warnings about waiting in line and the poor quality of care, and it would ultimately really be more expensive and so forth and so on. And it turned out basically what it was is that the owners and operators of these HMOs are political donors just like anybody else, and they buy politicians whose job it is to sell us a bill of goods. And the reality is that we already have waiting long periods of time to get treatment under the HMO system.
U.S. patients have the second shortest wait for specialists worldwide. In Canada, you have an average 17.7 weeks for surgery, for waiting. That is up. It's the highest in 19 years. In the United States, this could be a matter of days.
We have very poor quality care under the HMO system. Our medical decisions are decisions about our welfare. And lives are made by accountants thousands of miles away who are paid bonuses if they can find excuses to turn down having procedures done.
Yeah, Mike, like in a lot of these countries who have socialized medicine, I'm sure there's no bureaucrat who is looking at these patients and determining if they are worthy enough to have the surgery, or if there are the funds enough in the coffers to spend money on an individual.
And as a result, it's not just me kvetching about it because they were not able to discover what was going on with my wife's joint pains after 8 years of trying. But the American medical care, for all its expense, is not really very good because life expectancy in the United States is dropping. It is now down to 69.3 years, estimated average lifetime in the United States.
Okay, so since this video clip is from 2008, I will check the 2008 statistics on this instead of checking the recent. And in 2008, according to Google Statistics, the United States had a life expectancy of 77.94, not Michael Rivero's 69.3. Mike also mentioned how the American life expectancy had been actually dropping. Now, his figure in 2008 of life expectancy was completely wrong. And if you look backwards in time in this graph, I'll post a link in the description, you can see it's clearly been going up and up and up and up and up and up over the years. For example, in 2006, it was 77.59. In 2004, it was 77.34. 2002, it was 76.84. So it keeps going up. It's not declining.
And we are in decline compared to the other industrialized nations.
In regard to America being in decline to the rest of these industrialized nations, it's just not true. If you look at the Google Statistics link that I'm putting below, and if you look at this picture, and these countries I include Spain, Sweden, Norway, Canada, United States, Germany, United Kingdom, and even Russia, they are an industrialized country. If you look at all of them, dating back all the way to 1960, they're all pretty well climbing the same, with the exception of Russia. They're all pretty much on the same steady growth pattern, the exact same trajectory, you know. And yes, the United States is lower than the rest of them, except minus Russia, of course. But if you look all the way back to 1960, it pretty much grows at the same rate. But in decline, I don't think so.
We have an embarrassing rate of infant mortality. And we like to think that we've got the best medical care in the world, but we don't. It's only the most expensive. And yes, we have a lot of individual, very wonderful talents that, command huge salaries, and the ultra rich can go there. But your average medical care for the average American is of very poor quality compared to other countries. And this is why they used to have medical vacations to Canada for the pharmacies.
Canadian pharmaceutical vacations. Yes, that is a reality, Mr. Rivero. But the only reason being is because Canada allows generic drugs. Now, Mike, if you want to argue about copyright and patent protection, I'm all with you. You see, Mike, they're taking those pharmaceutical vacations in Canada because, you see, in Canada, brand name drugs have 20 years of patent protection. During that time, only the patent holder can produce the drug. But after that, other manufacturers can apply to Health Canada and produce generic drugs. That is why drugs are cheaper in Canada, pharmaceuticals.
There's still a brisk trade, believe it or not, in dental vacations down to Mexico, where you can get, far better quality dental work for far less money. So for those people who are going out there and complaining about socialized medicine and the evils that it will bring, we've already got them. So maybe it's time to try a different approach.
So that will conclude this video of Mike Rivero promoting socialized medicine, socialism. Hope you learned something about him, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.